it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on, it's on.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Ready? Then show me.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight. Take this!
Checking their opponent. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Starts with a jump. Decides to go in with the target combo. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps up. Somehow, burnout activates. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing the KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Reaches out with the lightning kick. Dashes. Still slugging it out at this range. Give me a super art. The super doesn't hit. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Raw super art incoming. So, what's next? Counter throw finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Neither of them willing to back off. Whew, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Player 1 has the life lead. Sticks the combo. Time's the only thing moving here. Combo with the target combo. Throws them to negate the block. Alright, the super armor does its job. Experiencing burnout. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Big no attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Drive time. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burnout activates. Oh, yo, Rock super hit. Experiencing burnout. Going in. Their spacing is so... This is gonna hurt. Lightning kicks. Kazatsu. Who's going to take the initiative here? That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sandblast. Player 1 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Sandblast. Who's going to start things off? Rattles them with a spinning bird. Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. Still scrapping for control of the space. Goes for the throw. Spinning bird kick. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1 has a big drive game. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Amazing! The drive impact doesn't work. Lightning kicks. Drive rush to keep it going. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't afford mistakes. Raw super hard incoming. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Fires a blast. This is it. Who can add a bit of OD spice? Player 1 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive method. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Hit the Sonte Ranka! We're gonna see what a beast Chun-Li is with her feet here! Looking for a hold. Here comes the corner pressure. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player pumps the brakes on his impact. Impact squash. Excellent block. A real test of nerves here. Gets the counter hit and the win.
Chun-Li.
Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Both sides looking for an opening. Lots of aggression from both sides. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes for the low kick. Knockdown. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Gets the parry in and adds some KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? All right, what's coming? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to use what little drive hits them with a stopping bomb. Scrap, they're going for the super arc. It's the level 1, breaking with some serious style. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Time for sets up with the jump in. Good decision with that throw. What'll happen here? Noticeable life knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Still scrapping Kikosho. Getting in some real damage. Okay, here, this is gonna hurt. Locked up with the Devil Stone. This is a critical moment. What's next? Just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Happy hour! Up while they're blinking! Time for a drink. Lots of up-close clashes that last round. Will both sides opt to duke it out again? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Good decision with that throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Taking chunks out of each other here. This is gonna hurt. Getting it all on the drive rush. Feeling a real buzz. Anti-air in the clutch. Triple strike. Player 1 with the rhythm owning the closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Still scrapping for control of the space. Whew, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Throw misses. Life lead opens up. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. Hits them with his free throw. They exchange blows. Drive rush to keep it going. Quick breather. Medium kick hit. Goes for the throw. Nice parry. Swagger step. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 sets up with the jump-in. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely caution! Getting in some real damage. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
SBK hits! This is it! Who's gonna take it all? That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Looking for a hole. What's next? This is gonna hurt. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape the low kick hit. Happy hour! Oh, yo! Ross super hit! Excellent read! Breaking on them and laying out some damage without giving up ground! Feeling a real buzz! Oh, man, nothing stops this train! The low! Who are they swinging at? It burns the bar for breaking!
That one of a kind.
An attack throw heavy out of nowhere! Player 1 made some smart moves there! Great game!
Round 1.
It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. So, what's next? The last round could have gone either way, and now we have ourselves a real match. Anything can happen, so expect the unexpected. Still slugging it out here. All right. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Both sides looking for an opening. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juice. Goes for the super arm. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Gets in there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Ooh, that last round went right down to the line. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Risky up-close scraps still going. Time for a drink. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Goes for an overhead. Still slugging it out here. Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Time's the only thing moving here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead open, nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? With the impact. Who's going to start things off? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Risky up-close scraps still going. Oh, now that is a punish. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Shinku Hadouken. One chance here may end this match. Drive boosted Hadouken. Drive rush. Are we gonna see it? The kick hits. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Dashes. Hits with the overhead. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Who's it gonna be? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Goes for the drive rush there. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. The super armor does its job. Not much life left. The drive gauge difference. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? The next round is beginning. What's gonna have prize them open with a Shoryuken? That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Springs forward with a drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and... burnout activates. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
This is the path I have
A
chosen.
weak drive rush. Both blow heavy, but no go. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player two can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They were waiting for it. This can lead to some big damage. Player one makes it look easy. Perfect cage management. Barely blocks the jump in. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Doing some quick betting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player two parries. Wall splat into the guard frame. This is a complete team that Shogun needs to push forward. What were they thinking? Player one needs to take advantage of this drive rush. Taking chunks out of it. Sees the overhead coming. I can't believe it. I called it. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. They can't get hit here. Overhead. Oh, sees right through him. It's gun-tech time for both fighters. Are you kidding me? Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The low kick hits. Shakes things up with knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Both sides are really vying for dominance. We're in for one hell of a dance. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next? Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Going in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can quick charge. Finds the target in there. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.